Hi, I'm Jen and I'm a psychologist at Prosper Health Collective. Today we're going to dive into a topic that affects many of us. We're going to look at technology and how it affects our sleep and how we can actually get a better night's sleep. So if giving up your late night scroll seems like an absolute nightmare, but you'd still like to get a better quality and quantity of sleep, I've got some practical tips for you. First, let's talk about why devices are so detrimental to our sleep. Devices emit a blue light, and that blue light messes with our melatonin production. Melatonin is the hormone that tells our brain that it's time to go to sleep. So looking at a device close to your face before bedtime is like trying to go to sleep with a bright torch in your face. It's really hard. So my first tip for getting a good night's sleep is to try and establish a screen-free bedtime routine. Try reading a book, listening to music, doing some meditation, even some yoga, anything that does not involve a screen. Personally, I really like music, and I find that listening to music before bed is a lot less stressful than scrolling through the daily news headlines. Tip number 2, enforce a technology curfew. Try and have 1 hour before bedtime where you are off your devices. This is a really, really good cue to your brain that bedtime is coming and that it needs to start winding down. Think of it as technology lights out for your brain. Next, use blue light filters. Most devices come equipped with night mode or blue light filters, and this is really important to turn on. So if you're someone who thinks there is no possible way that you can go 1 hour before bedtime with screens, please make sure you use your blue light filters. Another big step is trying to create a technology-free bedroom. So that means working towards removing TVs, phones, and iPads from the bedroom. You want to try and create the bedroom as a sanctuary for rest and relaxation and have your brain to start pairing that with sleep. It's a big step, but it will actually cue your brain into sleep and relaxation. For those of you with kids, this next one's for you. Try and limit their screen time before bed. Encourage alternative activities like reading, board games, or hanging out together and talking about the day. Anything that does not involve a screen. It might sound like more work, but in the end, it will mean that bedtime's less of a battle. Encouraging lots of physical activity during the day is also really important. So during daylight hours, get up, get moving, and get active. This is especially important for kids. Encouraging activity during the day will help with nighttime bedtime. Just make sure you don't try and engage in lots of high intensity play right before bedtime, because you might find that it actually activates your children rather than putting them into a restful phase before bedtime. Always be mindful of the content that you're consuming right before bed. So try and opt for feel-good movie as opposed to a horror flick. Try and stay away from anything that's too suspenseful, upsetting, or scary. Lastly, try and charge your devices outside of the bedroom. Charging your devices outside of the bedroom means that your sleep will not be interrupted by updates or notifications that happen while we're asleep. Also, it removes the temptation just to quickly check who's messaging you. It's really important that if you have a family that you lead by example, if we want our children to have good bedtimes and good bedtime routines, it's important that we model them ourselves. So by reducing the amount that we engage within technology just before bed, we're also modeling it for our children. By making small changes, you can actually have a big impact on the quantity and quality of your sleep. So if you'd like to talk to anyone at Prosper Health Collective about anything that I've spoken about today, please give us a call and we are here to help. Thanks for listening, everyone, and sweet dreams.